Hi everyone, and welcome back to Love MOLINAR. And this is going to be I think this is the second week of February, so it's going to be your intuitive energy report in matters of, apparently, of the heart, relations. That's what's coming up, so let's jump right into it. First thing is first, synchronicity. Whether it's the word, please pay attention to the synchronistic events that are happening in and around your environment. A word, a color, a person's name, anything that means to you, that it keeps showing up, that's synchronistic. There are no coincidences in life. If there's a direction that, life and people are pointing you towards, maybe you should be open to that. Also, that brings me to changes. 555. I feel 555 is the number this week, and that's been amping up. 555 are changes that the universe ushering into our lives, so that our lives can become more expansive, become happier. There's certain situations, people, places, environments that are no longer working for us. And so 555 brings in those changes. Also, movement. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last energy report, but movement in your spiritual connection, your soul connection, whoever you have this connection with, you are going to be seeing their vehicle in your environment, their vehicle of transportation, whether that's a car, it's a truck, it's a bicycle, it's a motorcycle, it's Tom and Jerry, their feet, it's the bus, maybe it's, that they take a bus, or an Uber. It doesn't matter. Whatever main form of transportation that they use, that is going to be showing up in your environment, and also or your mode of transportation that could be around you. To me, it just feels like movement. To me, that signifies movement. Maybe someone is going to be traveling towards you, or you are traveling towards someone, or maybe it's just signifying there's going to be movement around these two people and their energy and their connection. So that's coming up. Huge messages like there's so many messages in this energy report, and birds. Communication, that has been everywhere. I have been seeing groups of birds everywhere, and if it's not groups of birds, then it's birds in groups of 5, or maybe 2 birds, and it's like really fast flying by, which to me signifies really fast communication. You and this person could be communicating, if you're not already, soon, and a communication could be coming in fast, and it could be a lot of communication, because I've just been seeing birds everywhere around me. Also, with that, I feel that there's a time of coming together in soul families, and also why am I seeing groups together? Because groups signify soul families, our soul tribes, and I feel that some of us are coming into meeting soul tribes and soul family members, and when I say soul family, it doesn't mean that you and these persons are related through DNA. We are all family who, we all congregate together. Many embody one in mind. Buddhism teaches that any common goal that people can set their minds to, that transcends the personalness, which is, I may not like you, we may not be, best buddies, but we can unite for a higher good. In Buddhism, that's, for world peace, and for the equality of all living beings. And I feel like we are coming into meeting, our soul family, and also our ancestors have been around. My grandmother has been coming up very strongly and with me, and she's been here for maybe the last 2 weeks. I've been feeling her a lot, so definitely pay attention. Your ancestors are around, and they're here to help you, and you may have a couple that are trying to help you with maybe a certain situation. Maybe they can give you assistance or guidance or reassurance, and if you feel that, definitely reach out to them. And that is, I would say, just to be open. If this person, like for instance, my grandmother loved flowers, and when she first passed away, I would say in the first couple of years, her symbolism would always be like flowers, like beautiful roses, because my aunt kept the most beautiful garden. So anytime I'd go and get tarot readings, or I'd visit this one psychic, like for my birthday, she would pop right up right away, and it was always surrounding flowers. So, pay attention to your loved ones who have passed over, anything that you guys share together, anything that you feel that represent them, that could be coming into your environment, into your dream space, and that's just letting you know that they're around you and that you can call upon them for help. So moving right along. Also, feminine, high sensuality at this time. I'm just feeling like this really beautiful, like sensual, confident, sexual energy with the feminine. It's almost like hypnotizing, in this very, very like sensual way. I feel like that has been coming up energy-wise a lot. And it makes me feel like I really want to do a tarot reading on the feminine energy. Also, speaking of the feminine, is elephant wisdom being this week's animal totem. If you know anything about elephants, they're known to be so wise and powerful and nurturing. Also, they do not forget. Elephants are just powerful, and they, without their presence, without even putting forth effort, is so grand. And I feel like right now we have such a portal to be able to carry ourselves with that feminine wisdom like an elephant, this powerful nurturing. I'm feeling like lots of like nurturing and just lots of wisdom. So maybe you are coming in contact, maybe you'll start to see elephants in your environment as I have been, and maybe you'll be connecting with that energy. I feel like it's really important for the feminines to connect with whatever the elephant represents in their lives. Like, how can they connect that energy within their lives? I think that is so important right now. Also, here is another part that's coming up with these soul spiritual connections. I feel that the feminine, whoever it, I would say, is more spiritually ascended, and I don't want to offend anyone, but someone that's more on, that is on the path, that's on ascension, that's been following, my podcast, and you know what I'm talking about. At some time, whatever you have said to your masculine connection, and again, the energy is fluid. But right now I'm feeling like it's something the feminine said to the masculine, and again, communication in any shape or form, including telepathy, in dream space. It's affecting him in a good way, and it's also helping him, if that makes sense. So whatever you have said to him, or maybe you are about to say something to him, be mindful of your words, because also what's coming up is forgiveness. There's a lot of forgiveness that is going to be needed on the feminine's part. And there's a small percentage of masculines as well on their part, of having to find this really depth of compassion for their masculine or their feminine, because what they're going through right now, I feel also with the last energy report of last week, is they're going through a transformation, and there's a healing they're going through. But also within that healing, I said 555. That's for me, I don't want to say it's a tower moment, but definitely they're going to be going through something where you will have to have compassion and forgiveness towards this person. whenever the universe thinks it's necessary for you to come together and with this person, however that may look like. I feel like that is also another step, and it's mirroring last week's energy report, which was the word open. Also, the numbers last week were 222, which is unity, union, being able to unify within yourself and also to be open to union and all possibilities with your soul connection. And I feel this week that is coming into play more. Forgiveness is coming into play. I keep feeling like forgiveness, it keeps coming up also. And with forgiveness, I feel also betrayal is coming up. I feel that there is a polarity of light and dark between the both of you. And what I mean by that is that they're healing. They are about to, or they're continuing on a dark night of the soul. Okay, there is a betrayal that has happened or is about to happen that is going to cause a tower moment. It is a very, very, very deep betrayal. And this betrayal can be, yes, not only with a person you share romanticism with as a partner, in an intimate relationship. It could also be, friends, family. It's relationship. We're relating. But I do feel that it's the person they're with, or who it's a person they've had a relationship with for a long time. That's what's coming to me. And the other betrayal could be with a friend or in business. That's what's coming to me. And I just feel that that's the light and the dark. I feel the feminine, she's not in that space, she's not in that energy. But I feel that the masculine is. There is a tower moment that's coming, and I feel that it is being brought on by a betrayal. And so I feel that I am going to end that here, and I don't want to end on a down note. So let me see, because I know that's that's important. We shouldn't end on a down note. And I don't. Here's the thing: I don't feel that tower moments are down moments. Like, oh my goodness, I feel that in all of our lives, we've all had many tower moments at this point. I feel we've all had them. The betrayal, the dark night of the soul, this is all healing. We've all been through this. I would say the feminines, we've been through this. We've been through in our own lives, betrayal. So yes, your counterpart or whoever you have your soul connection with, that you're connected to, you go through the same lessons, just in different ways. And sometimes it can be the same way. I just feel that now is to be able to, and even now, like, I feel like, I guess it's my sacral chakra, it's warm, it's burning. It's to have compassion. There is forgiveness, there is compassion that needs to be sent their way, that needs to be met that needs to greet them. Whether in any way, shape, or form, the energy, the words, the thoughts you send out to them, it's a forgiveness and compassion. I feel that forgiveness is hard for them. I feel like we all, and I want to make I am going to do, and I keep saying that, a podcast on forgiveness, because there's so many different levels of forgiveness, but I will end this here and just say that forgiveness starts first with the individual, forgiving ourselves for putting yourself through X, Y, and Z. that's where forgiveness starts. So I'm going to end right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if any of this resonates. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward